Hey guys, this is Deep Blue with another installment of my 60 ticket run, and it's a quite important one at that, because this, if we don't do well, which means open a mythic that is worth a lot of tickets or go to the finals, this will be the last Gatecrash draft I have in me with my 60 tickets. I still have a couple of RTR packs, so we can do at least one Return to Ravnica draft, but if we don't do well, this will be the last Gatecrash draft. So, what do we have here? We have Nightveil Spectra, which maybe is to pick, I don't know, let's see. We have Kingpin's Pet and Syndic for Orzhov. We have Gridlock. We have some blue. Yeah, we don't have much white or green. The only green card is Verdanthaven and Emissary. So we could pick the pet and force Orzhov. We are only passing a Syndic, which isn't a strong signal in the first pack. Or we could be picking the Nightveil Spectra and go Dimir. You know, we could be looking at wheeling a Denizen or a Leyland Phantom. No, I think we'll stick with let's pick Spectra. I was thinking about Pet, but you know, commits you pretty strongly. So this pack is a swing and a miss. No, it's not exactly a miss. We have a Boros Charm and we have Wojciech Halberdiers for Boros, but I try to stay away from that guild because if you are alone, let's say it like this: if you are the only Boros drafter, you will have an amazing deck. If you aren't the only Boros drafter, you will be fighting with way too many people. So here we could pick a foil Gridlock or a Slaughterhorn. I think I will be going with the Slaughterhorn. Works with the blue part of the Spectra, but Gridlocks can be seen late, even though they are uncommon. So, and I think it's the best card in the pack here. That isn't Boros. Even over Frilled Oculus. Actually no. Frilled Oculus with our first pick blue might just be better. Of course, here we get green cards. We could pick a white, but once again, green blue seems to be wide open. So we could be looking at a Drakewing Krasis or a Eivillin Denizen. Or a Pit Fight. Don't think it's Pit Fight, to be honest. White is just such a strong card, and but we have been sending a Orzhov signal with our first pack at least, so yeah, I don't know. I've really recently haven't been doing that well again. After I've said it in my last draft, I've been doing well. Of course, I jinxed it. So yeah, let's pick Krasis here. Okay, we get Simic Charm, which is pretty good. We also get a Shamble Shark, which is also pretty good, but we have to go with the uncommon here. Other cards, Thrall Parasite, so Orzhov wouldn't be looking that bad, but Biovisionary isn't something we can do. I've never seen it played. I've heard people tell tales of, oh, I almost won with Stolen Identity and Biovisionary, and yeah, the almost part always gets me, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Not really what I'm looking for. So here, Nimbus Swimmer, Scapclan Charger, that's a late Shanktail. Psychic Strike, but we're not really in black. I mean, I would play this card as triple blue. It's going to be very hard to cast, very difficult, but sure. Here I think we pick the Charger over the Swimmer. Swimmer isn't bad, but they usually go around late, because nobody ever goes green-blue, except me, stupid. And Charger is a nice creature, and it gets Blood Rush. Can Blood Rush. Wow. So at this point I don't think we can abandon all of our picks and just pick a Guild Mage or a Guard, especially since those are okay cards, but there are no bombs. I mean, there are like no Kingpin's Pet. If one of those cards were a Kingpin's Pet, I think I would jump ship, but not for a Guards or a Guild Mage. I think we'll be picking up the Rust Scarab, big creature, Green Side Watcher, for our gate reasons and 2-drop reasons. You always want 2-drops to hold the early creature rushes. Denizen is good. We wouldn't be sad to pick up more denizens, but right now I think it's just Green Side Watcher. Here we get a gift in Flux Mage. It's also a guild gate and a Miming Slime, which tells us that we are in one of the open guilds. I mean, we haven't seen any real Gruul or Orzhov or, as I said, Boros. So yeah, we haven't really seen a lot of Dimir cards, but we are in Dimir, so we'll pick the Flux Mage here. Yeah, Gridlock Wield, as I said. Or do I want just there was another Gridlock, like 2 packs, next 2 packs. Or do I want? I think I want a Gridlock, mostly because it's uncommon and people have been underestimating this card. Oh, okay. Should have picked the other one. I thought it wasn't in this pack. I thought it was in the next pack. So we're probably not playing 2 Gridlocks, but in Simic, Gridlock is just it wins games. And enemies probably not playing. Yeah, we'll pick a gate. Maybe we're splashing. What I was trying to say is Gridlock, it really wins your games. It is no Blaster Squall from RTR, but then again, mugging is no Lightning Bolt, and people still first pick mugging. Probably not playing 2, but especially with Simic, which has a lot of big creatures. Yeah, Gridlock is just the perfect way to get through. Like Gridlock on their end step, and oh sweet, we get a mythic, and we get an on-color mythic, Master Biomancer, obviously the pick here. So let's just look at what we're passing. We're passing Dinrova Horror, Croconura, Shamble Shark. The cards and Sprite. We might wield a Sprite if there is only one other Dimir drafter. He'll probably pick the Horror. Another Simic drafter might pick Shamble Shark, and the Gruul drafter will pick Croc. So maybe this one will wheel. Biomancer, he also might be worth some tickets. I don't know, honestly, but pretty easy pick here. So we get another mythic. Unfortunately, not in our colors. For us, there is an Elusive Krasis, which is the pick over Slughorn, I think. Mostly because it's uncommon. Of course, we would love to have a Slughorn. 3/2 evolve. 3/2 in the 3-drop slot evolves a lot of creatures, and you can always Blood Rush, which is also pretty nice in Simic. But Krasis gets through damage. With 4 toughness, it also evolves a lot of dudes. Maybe we'll be Alpha Authority, even though we're probably not going to play it. So here we have Death Cult Rogue and Hands of Binding. For us, I think I'm just going with the Rogue to combat their rogues, and because it gets through damage. Hands of Binding is good, really is, but I don't think it's better than the Rogue for us here. So the picks are Leyline Phantom. Wow, late Boros, by the way. Guild Mage and Skyknight Legionnaire, the second one. So maybe it's what I was afraid of, the 1 Boros drafter. We could hack this guy, but I think we have picks here, so I shouldn't hack. So as I said, we have Burst of Strength, which is a very fine pick, especially because absolutely nobody plays around it. We have Leyline Phantom at the top, and it evolves creatures, and if you have 5 mana open, you can just play and replay. Or we have Glaring Spotlight, which is also a way to just push through damage, like Gridlock, for example. Well, time was running out there. I wanted to talk about this pick a bit more, but I think Burst of Strength is the right pick, mostly because with another Phantom we'd be too top heavy for now, and Spotlight, we have Gridlock, so we don't need Spotlight. Here it's Miming Slime. It's also a creature, and evolves our creatures usually. Higher Form is not that bad if you look at it as a removal spell. Wow. For us it's Disciple. We're not going to be able to activate its first strike, but still a bear. 2/2 for 1 and green, which is better than the Fog and the Merfolk. Wheel the Sprite, as I expected. Or is that even our pack? 5, 6, no it isn't. Sapphire Drake. Sapphire Drake is a fine card, but it's a 6-drop. It's like, oh my god, it's so expensive if you have it in your hand. I think for us it's Sage's Road Denizen to hold the ground and to evolve creatures. We are in the classic problem for Simic here. We're just a pile right now. We don't have coherent a win condition outside of drop dudes and hope you get through. And Sapphire Drake is good, it really is, but Sage's Road Denizen allows us to survive. Croc, that's pretty good. Also it's a sign. Yeah, not playing any of those creatures, so, or cards rather. Here we can pick up a Totally Lost. Hack an aerial maneuver. Wow, it's really only one Burrows Drafter. It's probably right behind us. This guy, Manihi. This is such a strange avatar. She looks like the I forgot her name, but she looks like the evil woman from the Disney movie 101 Dalmatians, or whatever it's called in English. Cruella de Vil, I think was her name. Cruella de Vil. She looks like Cruella de Vil. Yeah, so I'm not unhappy with our deck. We might be having troubles casting the Spectre, but we have a Master Biomancer, which is sweet. We also have a Sky Games, which is sideboard. And we still could splash something black. If we open like a Lazav. The Lazav will be bad in our deck. Oh man, would he be bad. We only have 1 Denizen. And no removal. Soul Ransom. Splash for Soul Ransom or Wasteland Viper. Which are really the only picks here. It's a Wasteland Viper or a Soul Ransom. I don't know if Soul Ransom is good in our deck. I mean, it would only be card draw 2 cards for 4. Because we're going to be winning on the creature side anyway, hopefully, and if we aren't, Soul Ransom isn't going to win us the game, because they just discard 2. And we'll draw 2, but when we're already losing creature-wise, as Simic, So Ransom isn't the card that will get us back into the game. Wasteland Viper could be the card. Yeah, probably is Wasteland Viper. We have Guildgate, which we're hoping to wheel. Or Spell Rupture. So we have an Odd Frilled Oculus, which probably is the pick over Agoraphobia or Slaughterhorn. Mostly because Frilled Oculus 3/5 for 2 mana, and it's a 2-drop. That's the important part, 2-drop over 3-drop, especially since Slaughterhorn with 3/2 trades down a lot. We don't want that. And I like the creature over Agoraphobia here. Mugging. So here we have the choice between Greenside Watcher and Denizen. We have no gates for the Watcher, but it's a 2-drop. If we look at it, we have 5 2-drops so far, and 1, 2, 3, and a lot. 8 actually. Excuse me. 8 3-drops. So I think it's just a Greenside Watcher. Yeah, we don't want any milling going. Another one and another Oculus. Yeah, sure, pick another Oculus. Those things, especially when you have mana, those things are so hard to deal with over Nimbus Swimmer. Denizen is exactly the card you're looking for with Simic. Exactly the card. Distributes 1/1 counters, and if you can't get in, you just play creatures for a turn or two, and then you have a gigantic creature that will get through. Also, you can use its counters to use its ability to put counters on Master Biomancer, so every creature that enters the battlefield gets an additional counter from Biomancer. So we'll take that. Here we have Sprite over Disciple. How does our anti-air look like? Sprite Croc. Yeah, that's pretty easy. No, except not that guy. That's pretty easy. This guy, especially since we can't turn on First Strike. So here we have Bane Alley Broker, which would be a card we could splash for, but I really don't like splashing too much. Could also pick Glaring Spotlight, though we're probably not going to play it, just like we aren't going to play those enemies. Or we could pick Naturalize for the board. I think it's Naturalize for the board to deal with Assemble the Legion or Madcap skills. Nothing that we're going to play. We're not going to play Predator's Report, Wildwood Rebirth, so we'll just hack a Pulpit. Silly. Yeah, that's a Guildgate. Works especially well with our double Greenside Watchers. Woo! No comment there. Hackadeath's Approach. Whoa. So maybe somebody jumped ship during pack 2, because those cards weren't wheeling in the first pack. And we have a couple of cuts to make. Wow. Specialist, we're not playing it. This one, probably only playing one Gridlock. Shattering Blow for the board. Okay, so as usual, we're looking very removal light. Should have picked up that very early pit fight in hindsight, but I wasn't sure what I was where I would end up then, so I would pick the card. I was picking the card that was likelier to play, because if I was going If I had ended up in the mirror, pit fight would be a dead card. Okay, so we're at 27. I need to make 4 cuts to get down to 23, playing 13 lands. We're not cutting Miming Slime. That was my first inclination, but especially with Biomancer, it means it's always huge, and it gets 2 extra counters. We're cutting to the side pull here, because we really can't get any use out of him. Yeah, let's do this first. I could be cutting those 2 cards and run 16 lands. We wouldn't have any big creatures then. We would be very reliant on Flux Mage and Biomancer and have Flyers and Oculus. But yeah, Simic Beat then, you know, that wouldn't actually be bad. I mean, if we're very fast, we can get through, especially Orzhov. So let's move those to the sideboard for now, and 24, no, 25. So now it would be at 24. This would be our... Let's sort by color for now, because Night Veil Spectre is still a... You're double blue. Night Veil Spectre will be very hard to cast, I'm not gonna lie, but if we get it down, it's going to be awesome. But I'm not sure if you're controlish enough. For yeah, maybe we're just hacking this Spectra. We will bring out a Denizen. Bring in something else, run 17 lands again. So if we take this one out and bring back in the Rust Scarab. Does this look better? Yeah. Also evolves. We don't have much evolve. We have Flux Mage, Elusive Crasis, and Croconura. It's also a green creature which works well with our green Denizen. So yeah, I think this looks good actually. Sure, sideboard we have Naturalize, Forced Adaptation, another Gridlock, Totally Lost. Saxilu's Totally Lost, but I think Rust Scarab is more important here. So what does... always does that. No, we would not like to play 2 swamps. So if we sort by color again, see that we're actually equal. We have 1 double blue requirement, but no other double requirement. We have some early green, but running 9 of each seems good here. Sort, and if you group our spells separately, I mean Gridlock is probably up here or up here. Yeah, this looks actually really good. I'm happy with this deck. Of course, would have preferred a rapid hybridization or what have it, but that's good. It's looking good. So combine groups, 40 cards, excellent. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in round 1.